So we're just going to talk about Paul McCartney. The obvious place to start is how did this thing get started? I mean, this is such an incredible project. And how'd you guys decide to go for this?
Well, it was really
Yeah.
Adrian's idea, so I'll let him take the genesis of it.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, we talk about the genesis of the project, in the acknowledgements, I think it is in the first book. And I
right.
describe it as being like that scene from Withnail and I, where he says, we've got on holiday by accident, or is it by mistake that he says, Richard E. Grant. And really, this was a book project that happened by accident. Originally, I just wanted to write something in my spare time, some about a subject that I was passionate about, because day to day I work in television, and I just work on a lot of kind of entertainment documentaries, that kind of thing.
For
Do you,
people for people who aren't familiar with what you're doing,
mm.
I assume most of it's in the UK.
I've worked for pretty much every major broadcaster in the world. Some of the stuff I've edited has been shown in the States, but yeah, primarily I work in television in Great Britain. I work on a lot of factual entertainment shows, mainly for Channel 4 over here.
Okay.
I wanted to do a project that I could really sink my teeth into. I'd started doing this sessionography of Paul McCartney, and really the project started to expand. And at that point, I decided that I wanted some cohorts to work alongside. It's a big project. McCartney's solo career is 50 plus years. So I enlisted Allan and Chip Madinger. And basically, the project just kind of snowballed from there on. Originally, what we were going to do is do something along the lines of Chip's Eight Arms. It was going to be almost like a refreshed version of that, which would be, written in part by Allan, in part by myself. But then we decided that really it was very difficult to separate Paul's life from his work. So we wanted to do more of a full-blown biography of Paul, and go into all of the details of his life rather than just what he was getting up to in the studio. Because really what happens in Paul's life informs what the music that he writes and the songs that he writes. And we found that kind of, mundane things would often trigger something, in Paul's creative engine to then go and write a song. So anyway, like I say, the whole project kind of snowballed, and eventually we took it to an agent in New York, our agent Matthew, and we had 3 offers for the book, and we ended up on Day Street Books, which is an imprint of HarperCollins. And here we are today, 2 books down the line, and a third currently in the works.